वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। निष्प्राय सुभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिः भवति नैष्ठिकी। जन्मान्तस्य तन्वादिततः चर्थेषु अभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्मद्यादिकवय मुह्यन्ति यत् सूर्यः तेजोवारिमृतामथा विनिमय तत्ति सर्वमृतां धाम्ना संस्कारेस्तु कुहितं सत्यं पुरुषं धीमहि। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So without further delay, I want to go straight away on Asloka Sankhya. So Asloka Sankhya has been given to me today 4.16.23. ऐसा है? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu, 23 to 27.
Ah. So so 23 श्लोका I think 4.16 है ना? Oh, this is a chapter of I think वो क्या बोलते हैं, पृथु महाराज का सेक्शन चल रहा है, राइट? ओके, पृथु महाराज। तो विस्फुर्जन्य जगत्वं धनुः स्वयं यदा चरतक्षमा विषम मह्यम माजो तदा निलयोर्दिशे दृश्यसन्तो लांगुर्मुद्दम यथा मृगेन्द्रः। एषो अश्वमेधा शतमाजहार सरस्वती प्रादुर्भावयत्र आहार्षि तत् आहार्षि यद्यस्य हयं पुरन्दरः सत्करतुष्टर मे वर्तमाने एकस्त्वदसद्योपवने समित्य सनत्कुमारं भगवन्तमेकम् आराध्य भक्त्या लभतामलजं तज ज्ञानं यतो ब्रह्म परं विदन्ति। तत्र तत्र ग्रस्तस्ता इति विश्रुतविक्रमः स्तोष्यत्यात्मा सता गाथाः पृथुः पृथु पराक्रमः। दिशो विजित्या प्रतिरुद्ध चक्रः स्वतेजसो तपाटितलोकशल्यः सुरासुरेन्द्ररूप गीयमानं महानुभावो भवति पतिः भुवः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीपत्कमलं श्रीगुरो न वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांतम राधा कांतम नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। सभी वैष्णवों से और आप सभी वैष्णवों से वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। तो आवाज आ रही है? Is audible? My voice is audible? I am audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, if I'm not wrong, then I think this is the prayer going on by Bandijan. Of King Maharaj Prithu. What is the name of the chapter? As per Prabhupada, Prabhupada writes the name of the chapter. What is the name of chapter? Huh? What is this chapter name? Prabhupada given the heading? Huh?
Praise of
Praise of the King Prithu by professional reciters.
अच्छा, इतने लोगों ने बोला कि I could not hear even a single proper way. Okay. Prayers by the reciters. Prayers to Prithu Maharaj by reciters. Huh? Acha, by the who are these reciters? You know, in Sanskrit it is said Bandijan. You understand Bandijan? Bandijan is the people in the kingdom of Raja Prithu or several Raja as well, like Prithu, those time. They are having some group of dedicated prayers reciters. They are also said Bandijan, but these Bandijan is not the people who get arrested by the Raja, by the king. No, their bounded duty is to remain prayerful on each and every incidents, events of a Mangalik or any kind of event. They have to pray for the Raja, the king. That's why it is said prayers or Bandijan ke dwara. So I will tell you, you might have heard from the previous speaker as well. But before I go on telling, let me go through the meaning of this verses, which has been given by Srila Prabhupada, our dearmost savior of the world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So translation, I will not go word by word meaning. Straight away I'm moving to translation. Is that okay? So translation of 23rd sloka is, when a lion travels in the forest. Is that the sloka? 23, yes. When the lion travels in the forest with his tail turned upward. Yeah, all menial animals hide themselves. Similarly, when the king Prithu will travel over the kingdom and vibrate the string of his bow, which is made of the horns of the goats and bulls, and is irresistible in the battle, all demonic rogues and thieves will hide themselves in all the directions. You know? Yeah. Then Prabhupada writes in 24 sloka, the meaning as iron has the power to burn when made red hot in the associations of fire. So the body, senses, living force, mind, and intelligence, although merely lumps of matter, can function in their activities when infused with a particle of consciousness by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As iron cannot burn unless heated by fire, the bodily senses cannot act unless favored by the Supreme Brahman. Eh? Was that the sloka? No. Sorry. Which sloka? इंटरनेट चला गया क्या? इंटरनेट सही है? कनेक्टेड है इंटरनेट?
Yes, Prabhu, it is 23, shloka number 23.
Okay, sloka number 23, na?
Yes,
Then
Prabhu.
moving on to sloka number 24. So let me read first translation of all slokas. Then we will go on insightful understanding of these slokas. And if it is very important, something mentioned by Srila Prabhupada, as well, we will mention it. So, Esho Aheswara Vedha. At the source of the river Saraswati, this king will perform 100 sacrifices, known as Aswamedha. In the course of the last sacrifice, the heavenly king Indra will steal the sacrifice horse. So, these are the qualities which is being recited by the professional reciters. Esha Swadyo Pavane Samit Sanat Kumar Bhavant Mekam. The king Prithu will meet Sanat Kumar, one of the four Kumaras, in the garden of his palace compound. The king will worship him with devotion and will be fortunate to receive instructions by which one can enjoy transcendental bliss. Yes. Tatra tatra girastasta iti sutta vikramaha. In this way, when the chivalrous activity of King Prithu come to be known to the people in general, King Prithu will always hear about himself and his uniquely, not unequally, uniquely powerful activities. So, no one will be able to dish away the orders of Prithu Maharaj. After conquering the world, he will completely eradicate the threefold misery of the citizen. Then he will be recognized all over the world. At that time, both the Suraj and Asuras will undoubtedly glorify his magnanimous activities. So, now this is the last portion of this chapter number 16. Isn't it? With this sloka, these sloka, we are going to finish this chapter. And you will go to next chapter from tomorrow onwards. So let us do some happy ending, good ending, learning endings of this chapter. Isn't it? What we can take away from this chapter that we have to focus on in our contemporary life from these sections of Bhagavatam. We all know that who was Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj was none other than the incarnation of Lord himself. Isn't it? And why it happened Lord to incarnate as Prithu Maharaj on the earth? And because of the Prithu Maharaj, really earth being started called as Prithvi. Because Prithu Maharaj is the one who made the earth so simple, plain, and segregated the things at different places, like mountain at one place, a residential at one place, samudra at one place, Otherwise, Prithvi was very uneven, It was not even, it was uneven. So he's the one, Lord Prithu Maharaj, the incarnation of Lord himself, Vishnu. And every time when there is such issues, Lord is committed to come. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan ne kaha na, yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharatah. So this is a time when Lord fulfills this sentence, a sloka commitment given in Bhagavad Gita. Because at that time, what happened? Who was the father of Prithu Maharaj? King? Vain. Yeah, Vena, Vena. वैसे वेण कहते हैं, in Sanskrit pronunciation Vena. English में इसको Vena you may call, but it's Vena, Raja Vena. So Raja Ven was, how the king was. He was very cruel king. He has spreaded adharma over the earth. He has stopped all the dharma activity. He could not spare even Brahmins. He has stopped all centrally activities. He has stopped and announced no one will perform any yajna. Isn't it? So, stopping to follow Sanatan Dharma is not something today's activity going on by the Bidharmi, so called. But it is right from beginning also, it happened. If you go back to history, even history as per mundane education or history as per Bhagavatam, in both sides you will find that there was in the lineage, in between so many kings appeared who was against Sanatan Dharma. At that time, there was no Yaman, Vaman, Christian, or so-called, at that time it was not. At that time it was only Sanatan Dharma. And in those tradition, lineage of the kingdom, some king came, they become the supporters of adharma. Though they have not created a irreligious religion, but they performed anti-Sanatani activity. And this Raja Ven was one of the king who stopped everything in the world, all over in his kingdom. He stopped to follow Dan, Dharma, Yajna, Bhakti, Upasana, and he started professing, that these things will not help. I am the king, I am the provider, I am the one who gives you the bread and butter. You should worship me. This kind of demonic thought he was carrying, Raja Ven. Many rishis, they came to console him, counsel him, make him understand this is not proper. This is not the way to, rule the kingdom. And this is not good for eternity, Sanatana. But Raja Ved could not understand anything. Then you all know what happened. They have killed the king Ved. But those time, if the king is not there, then more, there will be ashanti, more will be quarrelsome, more will be dakaiti, more will be, miscreant will be more cropping and coming out in the society. So out of this fear, because the king is not the praja, in the kingdom, public is not safe. So out of this fear, there has to be a king. So these very capable rishis, they thought, now we have killed this man, Raja, Ven, but we must find alternate. Someone has to become the king. And the king has to become the son of king only. No one can be the king. The kingdom rule is very strict that other than the king's blood cannot sit at the place of thorn. King will be the son of the king only. King will be the family man of the king only. Family man. I mean, the king's blood should be only the king. It has a lot, it has a big logic of why only king's son will be the king. I'm not going, I will not explain those things, but then coming back, these rishis, they started churning their, different parts. So after churning the bhuja, they got Lord's incarnation, Maharaj Prithu. But one thing here, from this section, we must understand that as the adharma was being propagated, when Raja Vain stopped doing all this Sanatani activity, their reciprocation happened by Mother Earth. Mother Earth stopped giving food, crops, isn't it? Mother Earth and then public, people in general, they started, they had no grains to eat. There was no cultivation, no crops. Everything was being hidden or was being hid by Prithvi Mata, isn't it? So understand, whenever there will be no yajna, no dharma, no bhakti, no sanatani activity on the earth, in this reciprocation, Mother Earth will not produce anything. And nowadays, we all can see, nowadays, the capacity of Mother Earth is going down and down and down. Crops is being cultivated out of external chemicalized things. Otherwise, naturally, Mother Earth is not producing, isn't it? So for their production, अरे सुनो, एक मिनट जल्दी आओ. For their production, ये लगाना जरा, चार्जिंग लगाओ. Again, those things will come. Whether it's any yuga, doesn't matter, it's Kali Yuga, but in any yuga, if there is no religious activities, no sacrificial activities will be performed on earth, no yajna, no bhajan, no bhakti, no prayers, then every time Mother Earth will stop giving food and grains simply. And this happened at that time. This story tells us from the story of Maharaj Prithu, human beings should understand in present age why it is necessary to continue Sanatani activity, yajna, dan, dharma, ityadi, to get balance with Mother Nature, Earth, and environment. So Bhagavatam, these stories, the historic story, which proves the unknowingness of the Mother Earth becomes unknown. Why? Because Mother Earth says to Prithu Maharaj that for whom I will produce. I don't want to produce the grains and food for rascals, for the demonic people. These our productions are made for saintly people, not for the demonic people. This is the declaration given by Mother Earth to Prithu Maharaj when Prithu Maharaj is changing to Mother Earth. So as long as we are getting food, water, light, air, pure, it means it is only for bhaktas. It is only for the Sanatani people. It is only for the dharmic people, saintly people, not for the demonic people. So as long as on this earth there will be saintly people, there will be sunlight, there will be fresh air, there will be food, grains coming up, cultivating from the earth. And as in the ratio, these dharmic people will be disappearing, the earth will be proportionately stop giving these things. So the Raja Prithu Prasanga, in this reference, in this context, we understand. Now, when Maharaj Prithu came at time of the birth only, many professional reciters, these people started talking big things about Maharaj Prithu. Ki Maharaj Prithu will be this, Maharaj Prithu will be that, Maharaj Prithu will be, the ruler, such a ruler by which all the demonic people will be afraid. They will go and hide here and there, like how the lion, travels, and all these witch animals, menial animals hide themselves like that. Maharaj Prithu will be so fearful, ruling, justiceful, and he will be, very fierce punish giving king to all adharmi. For the irreligious people, he will be a Kal, aisa, For the irreligious people, Lord Prithu will be the Kal. But for the saintly people, he will be the, behaving like a father for the saintly people. So they started giving so many adjectives, or you can say they started edifying the King Prithu. However, when these professional reciters started praying Lord Prithu, Prithu Maharaj said, "Why you are praying, Baba? I have not done anything good till now. I have not shown you anything that I have done good to people. You have not been witnessed even a single action of mine which is a prayerful. One should not pray to anybody who has not proved their kindness or their virtues to the society. So as long as you have not seen my virtues as of what I will be doing, and you are reciting, you are praying to me, why you are praying to me? Let us not pray." So Lord behaving like a normal person, Nar Lila, Lord is giving what doing is what Nar Lila. So, but like normal people, he's saying that no, I have not done anything now. Don't pray and all. But then the professional reciters are not a fool. They know who is Prithu Maharaj. So they kept praying and praying and praying to Prithu Maharaj. In that prayer, and Prithu Maharaj, his bow and arrow was such a ferocious, it was made up of horns of goats and bulls. By seeing his ayuddha, arms, all the demonic people, thieves, will fly away or hide themselves. Prabhupada writes that it is very appropriate to compare powerful king like Prithu to a lion. Indeed, Prithu Maharaj was not less than a lion himself. And it is not the first time. After Prithu, there were so many kings in the land of Bharat Varsha. Many Kshatriya king became. And because of such lion nature king, they started adding their name as a what? Surname. What surname they use? Singh. Why they using Singh? Kshatriya. Mostly Kshatriya people using the surname called Singh. Why? Because this Kshatriya king was really having similar quality like lion. Brave. The history. Outside the Bhagavatam, there is a history. You can see the Chhatrapati Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shambhaji Maharaj, and so many other kings. Their sword itself is 60 kilogram. Sword, talwar. Their talwar itself is 60 kilogram. And there was so much energy and power in his hand that even a single, king could have killed so many people. And it was very big among the even thousands and thousands. He was becoming very heavy on thousands people. That is why because of this nature, even Prabhupada writes in his purport that because of this nature only, people have started, suffixing the surname as Singh. Mostly Kshatriyas, they do Singh. So when you see the Singh, and now I don't know in South India there is Singh or not, but in North India we have many Singh. Is it in South India also? Do the Kshatriya of South India call themselves Singh?
No, Prabhu.
No.
No, Prabhu.
But in North India, it is very, very popular, Singh, So Prabhupada writes the same thing. Kshatriya kings are still called Singh, which means lion, unless rogues, thieves, and other demonic people in the state are afraid of the executive head. So who rules the kingdom with strong hands? There cannot be peace. There cannot be prosperity in the state without ruling by such a ferocious king, by such a powerful king. If there will be no powerful king, there will be no peace. So the executive head has to be very powerful, who can rule for the peace and prosperity of the country. If king is not powerful, then they can lose the prosperity of the kingdom. They can lose the peace of the kingdom, and ultimately they will lose even the kingdom. If a king is not like a Singh, then he will lose everything in the kingdom: peace, prosperity, happiness, and at the end they will lose the kingdom itself. And history is the witness. And one thing I will tell you, don't you think why king became down? Why king lose his Kshatriya quality? Why these invaders came? Why democracy came? Why not kingdom rule continued? In Kali Yuga, even last, if you go 200-300 years back, there was a kingdom itself. Nahin? Huh? So why these kings lose their power, prosperity, even the kingdom, forget about kingdom, but the kingliness, the system of kingdom itself got eradicated. Why?
Prabhu, because they didn't remain Raj Rishis, they didn't take advice from the Brahmins.
Yeah, the main cause, what happens? I will tell you, their habit of eating changed. These Kshatriya was as long as powerful when they were very much, follower, a staunch follower of the religion, dharma. These kings were powerful as long as they were worshipping Brahmanas. They were taking blessings from the Brahmanas. They used to follow all the vrata. They used to fast. They used to worship. They used to perform yajna. They used to, give respect to the elderly, especially Brahmins. The king's power is Brahmin, you know that? From where kings get the power? Gurukul. Kul Guru. So the king started not listening Kul Guru, not listening the Brahmana. They started eating non-veg. They started mingling with the Yamnas. They started making relation with the Yamanis. Many kings, they gave their daughter to marry to the many invaders. Jodha Akbar, you know the Jodha Akbar? The father of Jodha married with the Akbar. Why? They lose complete power and divinity within. And rightly you said that they lose the Rajarsi's nature and quality. What we can say? Is it a plan of Krishna himself as a form of Kal or Kali? So yes. If you think all the surroundings, then you will find out that, yeah, this is a plan of divinity itself. That this is the Kali only. As long as there will be Rajarshi, how Kali will enter? However, our Maharaj Parikshit Maharaj only allowed the Kali to enter. But then, Parikshit Maharaj did not allow Kali to enter. Rather, Parikshit Maharaj tried to play trick with Kali. When Kali started asking, give me the shelters in your kingdom, I am your Saranagat. I am surrendering to you. The person who surrendering to the king has a dharma to protect him. So Kali said that, okay, Kali thought this way, that he is a Rajarsi, Parikshit. He will not betray or deceive or kill the Sarnagat. Let become Sarnagat. So he becomes Sarnagat. And to give protection to Sarnagat is the dharma of Kshatriya. And Parikshit Maharaj, what he did? Now Parikshit Maharaj is thinking that I have to, because Parikshit Maharaj became in a dilemma, he put himself in a dilemma. What kind of dilemma he was with Parikshit Maharaj? That he doesn't want to harm Kali because Kali becomes Sarnagat. But same time, he doesn't want Kali to enter in his kingdom. You understand? And Kali wants to enter in his kingdom. Kali thought that by surrendering myself, I will be able to enter. And Parikshit Maharaj stuck into both dilemma. Parikshit Maharaj immediately decided to give the place of Kali, which is not existing in his country, in his kingdom. So in this way, Parikshit Maharaj thought that if I give these four things, and these four things are not happening in our kingdom, so where will Kali live? Kali will never be enter into our kingdom. So he gave four things. And it was true. It was very much true that these four things, four places which has been given by Parikshit Maharaj to Kali was not being happen in the kingdom of Maharaj Parikshit. But then Kali thought, in these four things you are giving me, which is not existing in your kingdom, Baba, I request you to give me at least one more place. See the gimmicks or the tricks of this Kali and then Parikshit Maharaj in between, So Kali requested, give me one more place, please. Because these four things which you have given me, place of Madura, place of prostitution and place of gambling and place of what all? Four place na? So these four things are not happening. There is no existence of these four things in your kingdom. So where I will go? Upon requesting, Maharaj Parikshit gave him one more place. And that is the gateway of Kali. And that one more place, what was the place which has been given by Maharaja Parikshit? Through that
Gold.
gate. Huh?
Gold.
Gold.
Sona.
Yeah, gold means wealth. That time gold, but now it is wealth, right? Is it correct or not correct? Wealth.
Yes, Lord.
Yes. So through the wealth, Kali find a way. It means wherever there is a illegal wealth, wealth means illegal wealth. Swarn means illegal swarn. Acha, Sona was not only the Sona, but Sona was the illegal wealth, illegal Sona. He was a king. His dress was full of garlands and having gold garland, etc. His wrist was having gold wristwatch. I mean, something like what you say, the wrist, what you wear? Bracelet. Gold bracelet he was having. He was having necklace, having gold. He has a garland made with gold and so many money, abhushan. But Kali did not enter, na. So Kali only entered in, adharma, shona. Means, as long as we have the wealth by procuring by adharma, Kali will be there. So the wealth which has been earned out of adharma, in that wealth there is a Kali. Whether this kind of adharma is being done by king or by public or general person, the impact of Kali will come. So adharma dhan brings what? Mati bhrama, agyana, bad association, bad habits, and their Kali enters. So the Parikshit Maharaj, King Prithu Maharaj has come to again re-establish dharma, which was been lost because of who? Raja Ven, so-called his father, isn't it? So why Prabhupada mentions here that the king has to be like a lion? Because lion like king, lion quality like king, can protect, can make people disciplined, not to engage in adharma, not to procure, not to earn, not to make money through the means of adharma. But now there is no king itself. Now king himself did adharma. King himself started eating abhakshya. King himself started associated with sinful people. The king's blood became impure. They started having relation between these Yamanis, adharmi, vidharmi. They are all qualities finished. The Kshatriya, it is all planning of Kali. Kali actually approached in Kali Yuga slowly, gradually in the ratio of adharma wealth, and to re-establish the dharma in the kingdom, Maharaj Prithu came, and his glorification is being stated like this. Prabhupada, so those professional reciters giving a prediction that at the source of the river river Saraswati, this king will perform 100 sacrifices known as Aswamedha in the course of last sacrifice. Prithu Maharaj will do Ashwamedha Yagya, not 1, 2, 100. And he also predicted, these professional reciters also predicted that when he will be finishing 100 sacrificial yagya, then the Indra will intervene. Indra will come and Indra will not let finish Prithu Maharaj the 100 yagya. He will stop at 99. And same thing happened. If you go further, then same thing happens. Lord Indra comes. Lord Indra, no. Devraj Indra. I should not say Lord Indra. Devraj Indra. So Devraj Indra comes at the last yagya and he steals the horse of Prithu Maharaj yagya. And Prithu Maharaj becomes angry. He tried to kill or do war with devtas. Then what happens? Even Lord Brahma comes and consoles him. Don't fight with devtas. You satisfy with 99 yagya. Don't try to complete 100 yagya. Nothing happens. Revenge is not good with devtas. Now, Parikshit, Prithu Maharaj could have asked Brahma ji, why don't you console or counsel the Lord Indra to give me horse and let me perform 100 yajna? Why 100th yajna was not being completed? There is a again big secret behind it. The teaching says out of it that one has to become so much liberal, yeah, flexible, or so much like obedient with the authorities or senior person to listen. And then Maharaj Prithu, if he wanted, he could have finished 100 yajna by fighting devtas and bringing his aswa back, but then he did not do so. He followed the order or the suggestion by Brahma. And the learning point is that we should not be niyamagraha. We should not be niyamagraha. Though he has taken the oath to perform 100 yajna, but he gave up. He said, okay, fine, I will not do 100 yajna. At the 99 only, I will finish it off. So this is called, we should not stick on the niyamagraha. For the people in general, or for the society welfare, if we have to break our rule, we can break the rule. So Niyamagraha is a great obstacles in bhakti. You know that? We all know. Where is written? Nectar of instruction, huh?
Nectar of instruction.
Yeah, nectar of instruction. Atyahar prayasasya prajalpa niyamagraha, and jan sangrasya lolyam cha. Is sadvi bhakti pranushanti. These 6 are the obstacle in devotion. So what is niyamagraha? This is a niyamagraha. So when, for the sake of devtas, forgiving, or maybe for their welfare, Prithu Maharaj said, okay, fine, I will not do 100 yajna. At 99 only he winded up and he gave up the sankalpa. Though he was taken sankalpa of 100 Aswamedha yajna. Right? So from the Maharaj Prithu, Niyamagraha also can be learned. Lord's incarnation, Maharaj Prithu also broke his sankalpa of doing 100 yajna, as per time, place, circumstances. So we should also identify where to do niyamagraha or where to not to do niyamagraha. To understand niyamagraha is a little bit difficult in a different context. You have to decide what niyamagraha is good for my bhakti and which niyamagraha is not good for my bhakti. So the type and color of niyamagraha we have to understand. That much wise we have to become. When these reciters of Prithu Maharaj said that King Prithu will meet, later King Prithu will meet what? To whom? Sanat Kumar. And Sanat Kumar will give, Sanat Kumar will be meeting where? In the palace compound only. He will meet with 4 Kumaras. These 4 Kumaras will be worshipped by devotion, with devotion by Prithu Maharaj. And Prithu Maharaj will be very much fortunate enough to get instruction. Now, I will tell you one thing. I think you all have not yet heard the instructions of Sanat Kumara to Prithu Maharaj. Have you already finished this? No. Not finished, right?
No, Prabhu.
No, Prabhuji, that's yet to come.
But I will tell you one thing. These instructions are very important. Please spare extra attention and time to understand these instructions, because these instructions was not for Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj is the incarnation of Lord himself. Why Sanat Kumar will come to give instruction to Prithu Maharaj? These instructions was for today's administrative people, today's managerial people, today's politician people. Exactly what Sanat Kumar gave instruction to Maharaj Prithu is meant for us. is meant for modern politicians, modern rulers. Whether the rulers are on district level or state level or central level or maybe block level. So right from a small block till central level, है ना? From taluka, taluka, we say blocks. In your village, there is a block, right? Or in your town. If you're in town, there is a district magistrate. He's the ruler of the district. And block is the, BDO. BDO is the ruler of the block. So from the block level till central Delhi, whosoever is in administrative job, for them it is highly recommended to learn, listen the instructions of Sanat Kumar through Maharaj Prithu. Those Upadeshamrit has been given. So whenever in coming next chapter, you all will listen these instructions from Sanat Kumar, and Sanat Kumar is a stalwart devotee of the Lord. Rather, Lord himself, another 4 forms of the Lord. So he will be transcendentally blessed by the 4 Kumaras. This was the predictions by the professional reciters in the Asloka number 25. Prabhupada writes in his purport, very small purport, that the word Vedanti refers to one who knows something or enjoys something. When a person is properly instructed by a spiritual master and understands the transcendental bliss, he enjoys life. It is very true. Anybody who really understands the instructions of the spiritual master and really able to understand the highest transcendental, he become transcendentally blessed. And real enjoyment is to understand the Shastra. Real enjoyment is really to listen Guru who explains the Shastra. See, if you don't get enjoyment, why you all will listen the Bhagavatam? Very simple. You all, I think, how many people are there? 35 people are here. Why we all are gathered here? Because we have an interest in listening. We are enjoying the Shastra. We are enjoying the instructions received by Guru, Shastra, Gauranga. We are not feeling sad. If we all will feel sad, why we will be in Satsanga? So there is some joy, no? There is some, not a material joy. There is some transcendental joy. Because of this transcendental bliss, because of this transcendental boon, bliss, blessings, we come here to listen Bhagavatam from the different speakers. You spare your very, very precious time. We all could have done something else, but why we are here to listen Bhagavatam? Because in these instructions of Bhagavat, there is a blissful, transcendental bliss, joy. That is what Prabhupada mentions, that one gets joy in his life. And Prabhupada refers, Bhagavad Gita 18.54, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma no sochati na kanchati. And it is true. Those who becomes Brahma Bhuta, arthat Brahma Gyani. Brahma Bhut means what? Brahma Bhut means what? Brahma Gyani. Transcendentalist, having knowledge of Bhagavat. Brahma Gyana. They become what? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Na sochati na kanchati. Neither they think anything material, or nor they seek anything. Kanchati. Kanchati means what? No demand, no wish, no will. No material will. Na sochati na kanchati. Neither the transcendentalist having knowledge of Bhagavat, these people, these bhaktas, na sochati na kanchati. Because what to think is not greater joy. What to seek pleasure materially is not the greater joy. Greater joy is in transcendental knowledge, heard from the spiritual master, instructions by the rishis, munis, So when one attends the Brahman platform after having Brahma Jnana, he neither hankers or lament, and he actually partakes the transcendental blissful enjoyment. And Prabhupada also mentions here, although Maharaj Prithu was incarnation of Vishnu himself, he nonetheless taught the people in his kingdom to take instructions from a spiritual master who represents the disciple successions. Thus one can become fortunate and enjoy the blissful life even within this material world. In this verse, the word Vedanti is sometimes taken in the meaning understanding. Thus, when a person understands Brahman or the supreme source, everything, he enjoys blissful life. So in this way, when this activity of Prithu will be spread over the world, and whosoever will hear about the King Prithu and the Prithu Maharaj powerful activity, all will be astonished, all will be surprised, all will be full of pride, and all will be receiving to learn more about Prithu Maharaj. Such a quality Maharaj Prithu will demonstrate to the world. And Maharaj Prithu will be such a powerful king who will never, his order will not be disobeyed by anybody in the world. He will conquer the world. He will be emperor. He will completely eradicate. Now, when Lord himself becomes the king in his kingdom, how people will be in distress. So these professional reciters, in advance, they are declaring that there will be no miser, there will be no painful, no distressed people will be in the kingdom of Maharaj Prithu. Even in the kingdom of Maharaj, Ram, Raja Ram, Lord Ram. When Lord Ram was here, in his kingdom, no one was unhappy. It was Ram Rajya. So when Lord comes and in his kingdom, the people will suffer, then what is the use of being Lord himself as a king? So similarly, whenever Lord came as a king, he did immense, welfare to the society, and there was no sorrow, there was no grief, there was no miseries, even 3/4 miseries. There are how many miseries are? Mainly 3. There are so many nitty-gritty miseries in the world, but then 3 are the most important, 3-fold miseries. What are the third 3-fold?
Adhyatmika, Adi Devam, Adi Bhut.
So means in the kingdom of Raja Prithu, neither was Adhyatmik Dukha, nor was Adi Devik, not even Adi Bhautik. So people was not feeling any kind of miseries, even 3-fold miseries. I wish I could have been citizen of Maharaja Prithu. Do you wish?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I wish to Lord Krishna, if you make me citizen, please make me citizen of your kingdom. Isn't it? So I will be on the earth, but free from 3-fold miseries like Ram Rajya, Prithu Rajya, So why we are trying to do yoga? Why we are trying to do bhakti? To get rid of these 3-fold miseries only, na? Why we are doing devotional services? To get rid of 3-fold miseries only, na? Or do you have any other purpose to do yoga, bhakti? Yes?
To get Krishna Prem, Prabhu.
Krishna Prema. See, this is a very high quality of devotee. Huh? This is very
Prabhu,
high
I
quality.
have not got it. I'm not saying I have already got it. I'm striving for that, Prabhu.
If even this is in your mind, then you are on that path. That this is a pure. I'll tell you, this is the purest form of bhakti. If you don't ask anything from Krishna except prema, but Krishna is very tedha meda. He is not giving prema so easily. That we all know that Krishna is how much tedha meda. He is very tricky personalities. Eh? Very fishy, very tricky, very slippery. He never gives prema because he knows if he give you prema, means he will be your puppet. If Krishna gives prema, then Krishna becomes puppet of a devotee. Krishna can dance upon requesting. Krishna can cry upon requesting. Krishna can play upon requesting. Gopi will say, Krishna, please dance. Tumuk, tumuk, tumuk. I will give you makhan. And Krishna will dance tumuk, tumuk, tumuk to get little makhan. Mundane people will say, is this the Lord who is dancing upon the request of the women just because of a handful of makhan in transaction? Eh? This is the barter. Is this your God? Is this your Lord? Eh? The Kerala story people will say like this, isn't it? So understand, Krishna Prema is not very easy. We should seek we should think of getting prema, but prema is not, Krishna is not giving prema so easily. Krishna knows if I give prema, then I have to become slave of devotee. You know that? Krishna is very, very tricky. Baba. Anyway, it is good that you are thinking to get to Krishna prema. But I am such a, I am not even thinking, I am not even planning to get Krishna prema. Because, so thank you very much. Hats off to you.
I'm
I
sorry,
appreciate.
Prabhu. I don't know what I said. I'm so sorry.
No, 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 no. Arey, you don't have to be sorry. It is I'm just teasing a devotional way. I can let you find a way to little laugh, a reason to little laugh. But anyway, actually, I will tell you one thing. Impossible things become possible if possibly you start thinking. So if we start possibly thinking, impossible become possible. है ना? So if we are so much determined, then Krishna will give, no doubt. So, but before giving prema is the highest stage. Krishna will give you so many other things. Whatever there is a down to prema, even mukti is also lower to the prema, that will give you Krishna first. Because without getting mukti in this body, how we can do devotional services? Then how we can get the prema? So prema is the ultimate, but before prema, everything you will get. All Aishwarya, all Siddhya, all Moksha, all you will get whatever is below prema. Okay. So either you seek step by step or you seek last step. It is okay, no problem. If you're seeking last step, then you will get all the steps and then you reach last step. But you seek step by step, that also fine, no problem.
Prabhu, I am only living on his mercy.
Yeah.
Whatever he thinks okay for me.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Good. Very good, very good. So the matter where I became derailed. No. So I was wishing that I could have been the citizen of Maharaj Prithu kingdom or Lord Rama kingdom, or even chalo koi baat nahi hai, even uh, Rishabdev kingdom. Lord Rishabdev was also incarnation of Lord himself. So in his kingdom. So these kingdoms are very, very divine, and the people, the citizen of those kingdom was very, very having no problem, no miseries, no difficulties, no disease, no old age. When he will be recognized all over the world, then. And at that time, both even asuras and suras will undoubtedly glorify his magnanimous activities. Prabhupada ji is at the end giving something key. At the time of Maharaj Prithu, the whole world was ruled by one emperor, that Chhatrapati. So there were many subordinate states, just as there were many United States. Prabhupada writes, because Prabhupada is writing this translation purport in America. You know that? When this purport was written, this canto was written, Prabhupada was in United States. So he is giving United States example that how there is various states and making it United States. So in those days, there was a small king, but then upon the king there was Samrat, emperor, who ruled all over the small kings. As soon as there were some discrepancies in the maintenance of Varnashram Dharma system, the emperor would immediately take charge of the small states. This was a ruling method, management. When an emperor will know that this state is not following Varnashram Dharma, not following devotional activity, not following Sanatan Dharma, the emperor will take direct charge of that state and he will expel the king. That was the management of those times. The word Upatita Loka Salyaha, that means what? Ki Raja Prithu completely uprooted the miseries of the citizen. Upatita, Loka, Shalya. Completely he eradicates, finished the miseries of citizen. The world, the Shalya means what? Piercing the thorns. There are many kinds of miserable thorns, that pierce the citizen of the state. But all competent rulers, even up to the region of up to the time of Maharaja Yudhishthira, also uprooted all the miseries conditions of the citizen. And this is the duty of the king. King has only one dharma, to rule the citizen, rule the kingdom, as he is going to engage his citizen into the devotional activities, dharma, by providing them proper food and necessity things to live. Because when a king is providing the opportunity to do bhakti, when a king provides the opportunity to do bhakti by his kingmans, then king is also getting 1/6 part of dharma. Suppose you are doing bhakti, then wherever you are, your king will get 1/6 of your bhakti, sukriti. So that is why king has no time to do bhakti, but their job is to engage people in bhakti. But they also do bhakti. ऐसा नहीं कि they don't do bhakti. They don't do yajna. They don't do sacrifices. They also do. But more than it is important to make people engage in the devotional services or dharma than what he does. But even king does, because the public will follow. So that kind of Maharaj Prithu, Lord himself, came on the earth and taught to the people down the line till now. This story is in Bhagavatam. And one thing at the end, I will tell you, the time is over. I will close this by saying this, that see how Lord himself so merciful that he has to come to teach each and everything. So he is coming to teach the rulers, he is coming to teach the society, he is coming to teach the public, he is coming to teach, give knowledge of different sections of life. He came in different form to give the knowledge. Like see Kapil, Lord Kapila, Lord Rishabhdeva, Lord Prithu, and so many other Lord's incarnation who came to teach us. Even Lord himself, Krishna, who came just 5,000, how many years? 123 years back. 5,123 years back. Lord Krishna came himself to give direct Bhagavad Gita. How Lord is sending Lord is coming in different form. Lord is coming with different Shakti. Lord is coming in different Ansh. Lord is coming in different gunas. Lord is coming in different forms. Lord is coming in different way. And finally, himself comes as Krishna to teach us. Don't we think that Lord is so merciful upon the jiva, especially Manushya? Still, Manushya can't perform devotional service. For this, even Lord Brahma is lamenting. Lord Brahma is lamenting on the human form. If you get human form, if I get human form, if we all get human form and do not perform the devotional service, do not obey the teachings of the Lord provided in different means and way, we don't become serious in devotional services. We don't surrender seriously 100% in this lifetime. For this, even Brahma is lamenting on the, human being. You come forward, you are in fourth canto, you go to fifth canto. In fifth canto, you will read that even Devtas are glorifying the human. 5.24 in fifth canto, 24th chapter, all the demigods are glorifying the human birth. So thank you very much. We should be very much serious, and we should not spend a life just by mechanically following the daily rituals, daily activities. Rather, we should daily by daily infuse our bhava greater than yesterday, more than yesterday, more than last month, more than last year, more than last week, and progress in devotional service. Try to follow Nivritti Marga. Though we are in Pravritti Marg, but try to follow Nivritti Marg. Try to give up the things. Try to give up sensory pleasure things, activity. More you give up the sensory enjoyment, more we all can progress in devotion. We cannot progress in devotion indulging ourselves in sense gratification, same time devotion. No. I will tell you, it is very sad. Time is over, but give me 2 minutes. There are devotees, they came into the Krishna consciousness. They got Kanthimala, Tilak, Guru, Gita, Bhagavad. Instead of giving up the things, they found the alternatives. You know that joke, what you say in English, joke which is called leech. Leech. Leech? Leech has one nature. You understand? Leech has one nature. They will only leave something when they will catch something. This is called joke nature. So don't become joke nature, leech nature. Okay, I want to give tea, coffee, but I should have some alternative. I will have decaf, then only I'll give up the tea, coffee. Stop tea and coffee. Okay, tea and coffee stop, but alternative they catch. What? Decaf, or what is the name of another things which is being sold here in Anand Bazaar? क्या नाम उसका?
Nescafe. Nescafe.
नहीं, Nescafe no. No, devotee from foreigners, they are coming here and they are taking one powder and liquid, something comes, which says it's a decaf. It is being sold here in Anand Bazaar at Radhakund. I don't know the name of that. Many devotees from Dubai, they came yesterday, day for yesterday, and they took it from there. They said, no, we stopped coffee now, so we have to take this only. I mean, this is the leech quality. You are not giving up something, but rather you are catching something, then giving up something. So the sense pleasure is the same. By giving tea and coffee was what? To give up the sense pleasure. But instead of tea, coffee, they take decaf. What is this? This way, no one can progress in devotion, I will tell you. Whosoever is. Don't try to find alternatives. Give up means give up. No alternatives. And when I criticize this way, people don't accept. They say, oh, Prabhu, you are very hard and rough. You are very strict. You are talking very, cutthroat, strictness. We are devotee. We are not advanced. We are trying. You should support us. At least we have give up the tea and coffee, na? Oh, so you did very big, Prabhupada ji ke upar, you have give, as if they are saying they have done big favors to Prabhupada. Are we favoring to Prabhupada by giving up tea and coffee and catching the another decafe items to replace the enjoyment? And this is the one example, but there are so many other examples. People find the alternatives to intact and maintain the sensory pleasure. This way we cannot develop. This is the human life which has been praised by Lord, and Brahmaji is lamenting the human life if not being utilized, giving up the sensor pleasure and indriya niyantran and focusing on devotion, nivritti marga, we cannot progress. So please, I request everyone, including myself, that we should mark our all strict, sense control and embark on the journey of devotion with the nivritti, not pravritti. Pravritti will sink you, nivritti will uplift you in devotional services. Thank you very much, and please forgive me if I said anything wrong, and if I hurt you by my word or my action, facial action, not by any other action, facial action or by word. And sorry if you could not understand anything of what I try to say. I will stop here. बोले ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. एकम शास्त्रम देव की पुत्र गीतम एको देवो देव की पुत्र एकम अंतस्तस् नमानि अनेकमापि तस्य देवस्य सेवः. तमेव माता च पिता तमेव बन्धुश्च सखा तमेव विद्या द्रविणं तमेव मम सर्वदेव देवः. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांतम राधा कांतम नमस्ते. तत्कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भगविंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. I recall the name Chikori. People are devotee are drinking Chikori instead of coffee. Okay, anyway, you have any comments for me?
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Wonderful class. Devotees, any
comment?
questions, realizations? You can raise
Any
your hand.
criticize, please. Any criticize, any comment, any suggestion?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, you are not hurting by words or by your actions. You are not hurting by words or by your actions. So everything is hidden in our hearts. It won't go out. Definitely, what your kind self has explained till now, that is the deep lesson for us. We have to follow it. So then only we will be get out from this material world. So you are giving so sensible and very, very quality, and then your heart-touching suggestions for us. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, and you also bless me that what I say, I should also follow. Not only you should follow. I should follow for that.
Prabhuji, you have already followed. You are only is able to give part to us. Then you have already followed it. Then it is able to explain us because you have followed it. So we have to follow it. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, need more to follow. There is a miles to go before we sleep. Yes, Mataji. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Wonderful class. Thank you so much for your association.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna to all devotees. I'll end the class, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.